too brown. Too curly? I feel like I'm in the Olympics. Rocket Man! My name is Justin, and I'm in a band called Recycle Percussion. We started 20 years ago in the state of New Hampshire, and now have our own headline show in Las Vegas where we perform over 600 shows a year. And that's just where the chaos begins, because in the house behind me lives a rock band, my family, the most beautiful daughters in the world, 2 dogs, where's the other one? And endless chaos. But above all, we love to give back and make a difference. So welcome to our world of chaos and kindness. Welcome to a very special episode of Chaos and Kindness. Tonight, we're forgoing our typical Chaos and Kindness episode to do something for you that we think is really important. We thought this would be a great opportunity to open a forum, a town hall, a state of the union of positivity, if you will. So tonight, I've thought long and hard how I can help inspire us all to make a difference, not only for ourselves, but for those around us. In the industry, tonight's episode would be considered bad TV because there's gonna be no action, there's gonna be no cliffhangers. It's just me and you. And I wanna thank the network for allowing us to do this, because I truly feel that right now, a lot of us are hurting. Whether it be the news stories or just individually, internally, many of us are suffering. And I wanted to use our time tonight to try to heal us all. So thank you for joining me. I hope you stick around for this entire episode and listen very carefully as I do my best to convey a message of hope and inspiration to each and every one of you. Over the last several years, many tragedies have struck America. From the shootings at the Sandy Hook Elementary School, to the shootings at the Orlando nightclub, to the Boston Marathon bombings, and to natural disasters like the wildfires to the west and the hurricanes to the south. And just here in Las Vegas a few weeks ago, the largest mass shooting ever recorded in American history on the soil that I'm standing on right now, a few miles down the road where we live, 58 people lost their lives. You see, 8 years ago, Recycle Percussion moved to Las Vegas, fresh off America's Got Talent, with all the hopes and dreams to be a Las Vegas headline show. And we got our big break playing at the Tropicana Hotel, just a few short steps away from where the tragedy here in Las Vegas happened. We have performed over 3,000 shows in Las Vegas and have driven by that parking lot that the concert was held countless times. So for us, it was the first time we had experienced tragedy in our backyard. We personally had friends that were affected in the shootings. Not only did 58 people perish that evening, but hundreds more were injured. And that's not to mention the thousands of family members who are also affected by this incredible tragedy. Of the 58 people that lost their lives, 32 were parents, leaving behind 83 children. At this time, I want to read the names and show you the faces of the people that have passed away. Hannah, Heather, Doreen, Carrie, Jack, Steve, Candace, Denise, Sandy, Andrea, Austin, Thomas, Christiana, Stacy, Brian, Carrie, Dana, Angela, Rocio, Charleston, Chris, Jennifer, Nicole, Jessica, Carly, Rhonda, Victor, Jordan, Kelsey, Kala, Sonny, Patty, Austin, Adrian, Rachel, Jennifer, Carrie, Lisa, John, Melissa, Jordan, Quentin, Cameron, Tara, Lisa, Christopher, Brett, Bailey, Laura, Eric, Susan, Brennan, Derek, Denise, Nisa, Michelle, Kurt, and Bill. The 58 people who lost their life in Las Vegas, that's not just a number. Each one of those people have so many people that care about them. Think about this for a moment. There's 300 million people, give or take, in America, many of which we'll never know. It doesn't mean they're not loved. Imagine if that was your loved one, your daughter, your father, at that concert, and you get that phone call that that tragedy has struck in someone that you love. That's what these families are going through. And together, we can mend their hearts by showing how much we care. And that's our goal tonight. So let's start with the conversation of why these tragedies happen. Every time something like this happens, we always ask the same simple 3-letter word: why? Why does this happen? Why do people choose to do evil things? There's no answer. But we do know one thing's for certain, that will never stop. And that's the hard truth. I'm looking at you right now, and I can say with honesty that I believe in my heart of hearts that evil will always be there. Evil can't shatter our souls and our happiness. A great example: when I arrived in Las Vegas, I took a trip to the Las Vegas sign, where currently thousands of people have visited to show their support for those who have been affected. I saw thousands of flowers, cards, candles. I witnessed strangers wiping away tears. And that showed me that humanity is so much stronger than evil, that people in humanity care. And as these acts of evil continue to happen, and they will, we come together and we bond stronger than ever, because we are interlocked with our arms, our hearts, and our souls. We're made up of the same things, each and every one of us. None of us better than the other. If you're black, you're white, you're brown. You're rich, you're poor, you're gay, you're straight, you're handicapped, you're not. We're all the exact same. None of us are better than the other. We all have a right to be here, and we all have a right to our freedom. It doesn't matter to me where you live. Humanity, care, and love, they don't see borders. Whether it be here in America or abroad around the world, we are all one. Let me stop for just a second because we're about to go to a commercial break. But don't you move. We have more to talk about. Stay right here and let's continue the inspiration session. What I've always found interesting is, why can't we come together every day and show kindness? Think about it. When 9/11 happened, the whole country came together and unified. It was the most powerful experience I'd ever seen. Recently, I visited Houston to help aid in the hurricane efforts and to see the community of people that came together to show their kindness. As mentioned before, when tragedies happen, people come together. But I ask you, why do we need a tragedy to come together? Why can't we find kindness each and every day? Why do we get mad at individuals? Why are we bullying people on social media? And every day, why is there so much judgment being passed? I want you to think long and hard tonight about what makes you great, the examples that you can set for yourself, for your children, and those around you. To be a leader, to show kindness every moment of the day that you possibly can. Nobody's perfect, but we do not need a tragedy to happen for us to open our hearts each and every day. Every day you hear a news story. God, you can't miss them. They're on your cell phones, they're on your TV, they're in your newspapers. It's in your face. A tragic story of something happening, from car accidents to airplane crashes to people dying of cancer. What does that tell you? Think about that for a moment. How valuable your time is on this earth. Right now that you're living, if you're watching this right now, you are so lucky. You are already way ahead of the scale. You have got a TV, you have technology. You have a choice because you're alive right now, you're watching it. How many people that have been a part of those tragedies would do anything to still be alive? Don't waste it. If you're not going to live life for yourself, live it for them, because your life and your time is beyond valuable. We're only here for a very, very short time. It seems like life goes on forever. When you're miserable at work, when you hate your job and you hate your life and you're Debbie Downer, life goes on forever. But it doesn't have to be that way. Let's flip that script. Take your perspective on life that you have right now and make it different. Think positive. Think and be happy about how you're alive, how you have choices. What's stopping you from making that difference? What's stopping you from living your dreams? Now that sounds cliche, right? We all grow up hearing that. You can live your dreams. But you can. That's what's amazing about life. You have that opportunity. There's no reason why you can't be kind. There's no reason why you can't let go of hate. There's no reason why you can't wake up tomorrow and start tackling the ideas and the dreams that you have. Life is short. You have to live that life. No one's gonna live it for you. And someday you're gonna look back and you'll be so upset that you held the grudges, that you weren't kind, that you didn't treat people the way you wanted to treat them. Because you know in your heart of hearts how you want to treat people. There's nothing that drives me more insane than when people allow others to influence who they are and their happiness. Shame on you for allowing that to happen, and shame on them for doing this. This starts as children, being bullied in schools, all the way up to the workplace and relationships as we get older. One of the hardest things is being judged by those who love us most. Those are the ones that should be there for us. Look on your left or right, if you're sitting on a couch or if you're around someone. That person, and let's make it awkward for a second, should be your biggest cheerleader. That person should love you and want you to do all the things in life that you want to do. Because as we mentioned, life is short. Again, we don't have to look any further than the tragedies that happen every day to know that at some point, it's your turn. You're going to get the phone call, if you haven't already, that you have cancer or that someone that you know passed away suddenly. That to me should light a fire in your soul. And you can't allow others to change who you are. Because I truly believe that each one of us is unique. I mean, come on, who has ugly hair like this? You have so many things that make you unique. I am no better than you. I'll say that 3 times. I am no better than you. It'll be awkward if I say it 2 more times, but I'll do it anyways. I am no better than you. I am no better than you. Why? Because I have a TV show? Because I'm in a rock band? That doesn't make me great. That doesn't make me a hero. You're a hero just as much as anyone else. There are people that look up to you. Your children look up to you. Your coworkers look up to you. Your family looks up to you. Everyone here has something that makes them special. And that's not BS, that's the truth. Pause again. Now that I'm getting heated up, one more quick commercial break. But when we come back, wait until you see what we do in Vegas to surprise the community. Parents, listen. If you have kids in the house, pull your kids in. And if you don't have kids, listen anyways, because we can learn a lot from kids. I receive messages every day, more than I would like to see, about kids being bullied in school. And the word bullied gets so overused. Everything's being bullied. He's bullying me, she's bullying me, bully, 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 bully. Kids, you have to be kind to each other. Now, I'm going to tell you something, and I want you to believe me, because it's true. Every single person you walk through in that hallway at school is no better than you. I don't care if they got the new clothes. I don't care if they have the new gadgets. I don't care if they get picked up in a nicer car. Every single person is exactly the same. So kids, it is imperative that you show your kindness to each other every single day. Find something small. Help a kid out. If you see someone being picked on in school, tell a teacher, tell your parents. Stand up for that individual. Parents, you want your kids to go to school in a safe place. I know I do. I want to know that my daughters can grow up in a world of kindness. And they can. You can't tell me it's a pipe dream, because we choose that dream. We choose the opportunities that we have. And we have the opportunities every day to inspire our kids to be kind. And don't you dare ever tell your kids that they can't be something. I get asked all the time, what has made me want to make a difference in the world? Like, why do I do all these great things for people? It's the right thing to do. It feels right. It empowers me. One of my favorite things to do is make t-shirts for myself, because I can never find the shirt I want to wear at a store. My favorite t-shirt I've ever made says YMTD, and it stands for You Make the Difference. Because you do. Think about it. What's your purpose? To get up, drink coffee, go to work, come home, watch TV, hopefully this show, and go back to bed? That's not purpose. That's not going to fulfill you. What's your meaning? Why are you here? You've been given an opportunity in a universe that we've yet to find anything else living. You're living. Purpose. Define yours. You've seen the phrase, be the difference you want to see in the world. At every Walmart, every Target, in the home goods bathrooms. That phrase is everywhere. But it's a really good phrase, because this is the opportunity that you have to make the difference. Why can't you make cookies for the guys at the fire station? Why can't you go to your kids' school and give them all lollipops, unless they're allergic? But why can't you do the things that you think about every day? When you're driving down the road and something comes up in your mind that you want to see change, why don't you just stop the car and take the 5 minutes and make a difference? Be that change. Now that I've spent the entire episode showing you and explaining to you why I believe we can all be a little bit more kind, I want to lead by example. So, Las Vegas, that's where I'm standing right now. It's where I have my house. It's where many people that I love and care about live. We wanted to do something extra special. So, Ryan and I put our minds together and we thought of something really unique that we could do for Las Vegas to show our love. It's not about money. It's only about kindness. So, here you go. After all was said and done, it was in our hearts that we wanted to give something special to Las Vegas, something that would symbolize the love and also represent the 58 people who lost their life that day. So we thought long and hard about what would be something really special that would be a landmark right here in Las Vegas that people could go visit and as they drove by would also understand the meaning of love and compassion. So here we are at Las Vegas Paving. We made some phone calls to some friends and we got some help because we had the idea of building a 40-foot flagpole that would rise above the skyline with Vegas in the background, and on that flag, an L and a V with 58 hearts representing each person who lost their life on that tragic evening. The idea of making a flagpole seemed really simple, like you just get a pole and you put it in the ground. But that's not as simple as it is. It takes a lot of work and a lot of people to make something happen in just a short few days. So thankfully, Las Vegas Paving here in Las Vegas has come to the rescue. Like us, their hearts are filled with sadness, but they also are full of inspiration and hope. So today we get to work, we get our hands dirty, and we show our love and support for the families that have been affected in this incredible tragedy. Why we chose a flag? Because a flag rises. It's above us all. It's a symbolic way for us to look up and understand that we're all together as one. This is our way to show Las Vegas that the world is thinking of you and that we love you. Today, when that flag rose above the Las Vegas skyline, I felt the strength inside of myself from the people that are going to drive by and recognize what that flag means. It was a great way for us to show how much we care about Las Vegas, and it was a great way for us to heal ourselves. This whole episode has been about you, me, and everyone that's watching, to find a way that when tragedy happens, that we can all feel loved, that we can unite with each other. That's all this was about. It's not about the chaos, it's about the kindness. To teach our children, to inspire our children, to follow in our footsteps, to lead by examples for ourselves internally, and to outwardly inspire those around us. We talked about a lot tonight, and all of it in my heart is true. And if there's anything I want from each and every one of you, is when this episode is done, to take a few moments, digest what we talked about, what you heard. Whether you agree with it or not, just give it a chance. Don't waste your life. Remember those lives that have been lost. And most importantly, take action. Make a difference every day. Because we all know, in a world full of chaos, each and every one of us need to show a little bit of kindness.